Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Friendly reminder before we jump into today's video that I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers before the end of 2020. So if you guys are a fan of Heartland and want daily Heartland videos, make sure you subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turn on my notifications so that you never miss a video, because YouTube right now is not notifying my subscribers whenever I upload a new video. So if you are subscribed, just make sure you hit this notification bell and set the notifications to all so that you never miss a video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. It would mean a lot to me and really help me out, because every subscriber I get gets me one subscriber closer to my 20,000 subscriber goal. So if you could subscribe, that'd be awesome. And I promise to give you guys the best Heartland videos that I can. The next thing I need to say is I am not at all affiliated with Heartland in any way, shape, or form, nor do I claim to be. I don't know what's going to happen in Season 14 any more than you guys do. I just enjoy talking about my theories and my ideas and things that I think could make Heartland Season 14, more fun to watch, more dramatic, more awesome, if that's even a thing, because Heartland is already amazing. So these are just my ideas, my theories, my predictions, my thoughts and opinions. So that being said, nothing I say in this video is confirmed to be happening in Heartland Season 14. I don't work for Cast or Crew. I know nothing. Alright, so with that being said, let's get into today's video. So I've made videos in the past talking about, what if something happens to the main characters in Heartland Season 14. I've said before that when something happens to the main character, psychologically, without fans knowing, it gets them more emotionally involved and connected to the show. Because in Heartland's case, Amy, or Amber Marshall, has been portraying Amy's character for over 10 years. We've seen the same actor play the main character, and we've seen the main character grow up and literally grow up with the show. Like Amber grew up with the show. So when something happens to the main character without knowing, like I said, it gets fans more involved. So I've made videos in the past talking about, what if Amy dies? What if she gets, what would happen in the show if she dies? How would they go about writing that? How would they write it properly? But without making people upset, because that's one thing that you do have to remember when, writing a death of a major character is, how are you going to wrap up their story to make sense? How are you going to make fans as not unhappy as possible when it comes to the death of a major character? But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what if she gets severely hurt. Now, Heartland, as we know, if you haven't seen Heartland before, I don't know why you'd be watching this video, so I'm guessing you've seen Heartland before. Heartland is all about horses. That's what it is. The whole point of the show is Amy taking over her mother's business and working with injured horses, violent horses, rehabilitating them, and rehoming them. That's what Heartland is. And recently I've seen people in my comment section be like, Hannah, do you think Heartland is too focused on the romance drama now? I do, because I watched Heartland for the horses. That's why I started watching Heartland in the first place. And I've noticed in the later seasons, particularly like season 10, 11, 12, 13, that it's not about horses anymore. It's more about, who's Lou going to end up with? Peter or Mitch? Who's George going to end up with? Wyatt or Quinn? Oh my gosh, is Amy and Ty going to have another baby? That's what it's about. It's not about Amy working with, the violent horses anymore, the dangerous horses anymore. And I've been going back and rewatching Heartland with my little sister, and I realized just how much, horses are not a main focus of the show anymore. So when it comes to Amy getting injured, I came up with this idea. What if Amy got hurt when dealing with horses? We've seen that before when she worked with Prince Ahmed's horse, and she went blind. We saw, that horses can be dangerous and they can cause people severe issues. So that would also bring back horses into the main storyline. So if she got severely injured, I don't mean just knocked down and, broken arm, broken leg, whatever. I mean like severely injured. One of the ideas that I had was like, we've already seen Amy go blind, and that was a really, really interesting storyline to me. I love the way they wrote that and the way they went about it. But what if sorry, my sister is in the background. But what if Amy, got paralyzed from working with an injured horse? What if she got injured that much that, it ended up with a permanent disability or permanent, something that, what am I trying to say? A permanent disability, I guess, because of what happened. I think that would, one, be really, really interesting writing and a really interesting storyline that we really haven't seen before. We've seen Amy get injured with working with horses, and we've seen, how violent horses can get. But then, if it's a permanent thing that happens, then that is going to impact the show as well. How are the other characters going to deal with, maybe her being in a wheelchair? How are they going to deal with her not being able to walk? Is she still going to be able to work with horses if she can't walk? How is she going to emotionally deal with that? And, speaking as someone with a physical disability, there is a lot of acceptance that a person has to just come to accept that, they're in a wheelchair, there's nothing they can do about it. How are they going to live life? How are they going to, deal with life struggles now that they're in a wheelchair and physically disabled? So that would be interesting to see how they go about, having Amy's character go about, that self-acceptance of what happened, and then as well, how would Ty react to it? How would Jack react to it? How would Tim react to it? Oh boy, that'd be interesting. How would all the other characters react to it? But of course, then I think the main focus needs to be on how Amy as a character would go about it. How would she accept it? Would she accept it? Would she be upset? Would she be angry? Those are all things that happen when a person gets injured severely, is a lot of just acceptance and learning to deal with things differently than before. So I think that if they go about writing it in a way that is awesome, which I've said before, Heartland writing is awesome. I think the writers are really good, and I think they are really good when it comes to writing storylines that are interesting and dramatic. I mean, we don't have that many dramatic storylines in Heartland, but the ones we do have, I think, are really good. I think they did a really good job when Amy went blind, when Jack had his heart attack, when Ty was in Mongolia and got sick. Those were some of my favorite storylines because they also add a lot of character development as well. And like I said, you'd have to deal with, would she want to work with horses anymore? How would Ty react to that? And Amber's acting is phenomenal. She has some of the best acting on the show, so I have no doubt that she would be able to accurately portray the struggles that the character of Amy would have to go through. And same with Graham. I think he would do a fantastic job as well. And the rest of the cast as well. They are all phenomenal. So I have no doubt that they would be able to completely and accurately represent the emotional struggles that all characters would have to go through if Amy did get severely injured while working with the horse. And I think it would definitely 100% change the story, change Heartland, and change the characters for the later seasons. And I think it'd be really interesting to see. Not that I want Amy to get hurt or anything, but I think it would be a great possibility and a very, very horses are dangerous. I've been around horses, and so horses can get violent. So I think that it would be just a possible storyline that they could explore, and especially if it did happen to Amy. She's a main character, so again, it would also get people more emotionally involved with the show, wanting to watch it every single week, wanting to know what happens, especially if they drag it out for a couple of episodes. She gets hurt, she's in the hospital, they find out she can't walk, she has to go to therapy or whatever, and then you have to deal with, Amy's self-acceptance, the family self-acceptance. How would that change, how she works? Would she still be able to work with horses? I don't know. And then if she couldn't work with horses, how would the family deal with that? How would Amy herself emotionally deal with that and accept that? And I think it's a very good possibility of a storyline for the Heartland writers to explore. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Would you be interested in seeing a storyline like that? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. That really lets me know that you enjoy these type of videos. And make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video in the future. And like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. It really helped me out, and every subscriber gets me closer to 20,000 subscribers. And I will keep you guys as up to date as possible on everything Heartland Season 14 related. With that being said, I'm going to go. Goodbye.